Right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I didn't get to meditate until later today because I was in class all morning, but actually that worked out perfectly because I had a chance to think today about how vulnerable I really wanted to be with you guys. Something came up finally yesterday after sitting with myself all day. And somebody asked me yesterday to explain what I mean by sitting with myself. And I mean, just letting thoughts come and go, just like I do in meditation, and not moving to fix it, not moving to change how I feel, like not adding music so that I'm just like, because I'm just ignoring it, I'm avoiding it, I'm pushing it down again. And I've made a new intention and a new commitment to myself to just really allow whatever needs to come up so that I can purge it, so that I can get rid of it. You guys want to see what's going on behind me here? Let me see which is the best way to go. Is that good? Like that power. That's my spirit animal there. I'm actually on my bed right now. I literally just finished my meditation. So, anyway, that's who watches over me when I sleep. Um, so, I sat with myself all day yesterday, and it was absolutely miserable. It was. At one point, I was like, you've heard the saying, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. I probably said it on here before, but there was one point was I was like, okay, are you just suffering? And I was like, no, it's another mind trick. Don't fall for it. Just sit with this. Sit with it. It's probably something really deep. Let it come up. Just be okay with whatever mood you're in right now. Just be okay with it. So that's sitting with myself, not moving to fix it or change it or figure it out or find someone to blame. Hope that answers your question. So I'll give you a little backstory really quick before I tell you when my moment of clarity came. So you guys all know that I've got some childhood trauma. I mean, I think probably most of us do. It's not like we come with a manual. And we're usually raised by people whose parents didn't have a manual in either. So they're just doing the best they can with the information they have. Well, some of that trauma was at the hands of my father. And two very deep issues he created in my life. And it was abandonment and sexual abuse. So I got abandonment issues and inundation issues. Isn't that fun? You know what that does for a person? It's like, go away, come here, go away, come here, go away. Woo! So my mom used to tell me that as a little girl, I really wanted my dad. I wanted to be around him. I asked for him all the time. I was upset that he wasn't around. And I used to always just kind of push it off like, whatever you got to tell yourself, woman. Because there ain't no way I asked for that man. Ever. Well, last night when I was in the shower, and I don't know about you guys, but the shower seems to be the place I have the biggest aha moments. Sometimes the most fun. I'll just dance around in there and sing. And if I sound bad, I just blame it on the echo of the shower. But I also have some of my most painful moments there. And it probably comes from when I was raising my kids. My only moments of silence was when I was taking a dump or taking a shower. As well as there's no distractions in the shower, and there's a real ability to connect to yourself that happens in there. You know, you can feel the water on your skin, so it's really kind of hard to deny your body, which some of you might not even understand what I'm talking about when I say deny your body, but in my childhood, this was the safest place to live. The heart was not safe. The body, I didn't want to feel anything that was happening to my body, period. So I just lived here. And there's even still times now where I will go into my body and it feels really electrifying. I'm like, wow, is this what everybody's body feels like? Or is mine just louder because I never feel it? Or do people lose the sensation of their body being electrifying because they're in it all the time? I mean, it's just weird to me, and I don't have anything to compare it to because it's not something I sit around talking to people about. They'll look at you pretty weird and be like, what do you mean you're not in your body? I am not in my body. So, last night when I was in the shower, I hear this, thing come up in my head. And I think Kyle Cease is the one who said it. And he's talking about if you still have issue with your parents, if you still have stuff unresolved, you still have anger, resentment, things you can't forgive, whatever, then your parents are still raising you. You're still like their kid because you haven't matured past those things. So, and the first time I heard this, I was like, doesn't affect me. Me and my mom was like, we've worked everything out. I've let everything go. And really, when stuff comes full circle, it's really easy to let stuff go, I had a bunch of girls. She had a bunch of girls, and she was doing it by herself. My girls' daddy never went anywhere. Even when we weren't together, we were still parents together. And I was really lucky that way. I was really fortunate, really blessed to have a man who was an amazing dad to my daughters and still is. I should say our daughters. They're not just mine, they're his too. So, I'm in the shower last night and that thought comes up again. About, do I have dysfunction with my parents still? It's kind of a weird thought to come up right now. Totally cool, Me and my mom are great. And that's when it happened. That's when that little girl showed up in the shower last night. The little girl my mom told me existed that I never believed. I brought tissue this time, so I'm not in here sniffling. These tears start rolling pretty good. Instead of going, like I do on so many of these videos, I'm just going to blow my nose. A little girl showed up in the shower last night. She was just so full of pain. She just didn't understand. She was full of a lot of shame because she wanted to be around someone who caused her so much pain. I started bawling. I turned the shower off and I sat in the basin of the tub for probably 20 minutes and just cried. Hard, ugly, and soft, and every way you could cry. And so I proved to myself yesterday that if I can sit in the muck or the funk or whatever, something's going to be released. And I've spent a significant part of my life trying to fix what my dad did to me, and that's just not my mentality anymore. I think that you try to fix problems, you're just causing more problems. I'm all about acceptance now, and I can totally accept that this happened to me, and I can totally accept, it's really sad that she's there, but I can totally accept her too. And whenever she shows up in the future, I'm just going to love her. I'm just going to tell her it's okay. Nobody's ever going to hurt you like that again. I got this. And I'm going to help her grow up. So that she's not a little girl in the background running my life. I've made so many decisions in my life based on that little girl's pain. I've kept things in my life that were painful because it's all I knew. Pain equaled love. And I was still trying to heal that relationship with my dad through other relationships. And I was just hurting myself more. I was just compiling or compounding. I guess you could use both words, huh? The pain he caused to me. So, I didn't get nearly as emotional as I thought I was going to. I do still feel like I need to blow my nose a little, though. So, hang on. Whew. It was definitely expansive, though. It was a painful, long, miserable day. But it was so expansive. There was so much pain and shame released last night while I bawled in the tub. I tried not to be too ugly or too loud, because I didn't want anyone to come rescue me in that moment. Because the second you start comforting somebody, their tears stop. I didn't want them to stop. I wanted to release as much of it that needed to come out in that moment. And I felt so much better. I feel better right now. I mean, I'm a little emotional, but I'm happier and lighter today for sure. I'm definitely a bigger version of Arlene. And as weird as this may sound, I'm glad I finally got to meet that girl last night. And I'm glad I'm not denying her anymore. Now, her and I can work in collaboration to build the life we want. Instead of me working against her, instead of me shoving her down, instead of me not validating her. She has every reason to feel exactly the way she feels. What little girl doesn't want their daddy? And I had so many aha moments while I was comforting the little Arlene. About all the times, other than my girls with their dad, all the times little girls with their dad, I knew that it was supposed to feel this amazing way, and you hear all the stories and all this other stuff, but I never could feel it. And now I know why. I could feel it with my girls. It just warmed my heart so much. How much their daddy loved them. And how nothing was ever too much. And whenever he'd get frustrated or anything, he was always trying to figure it out and make it right and be a good dad. And I just always felt really blessed that I had found a man that did love his daughters. But I could never experience it. I could never feel how amazing it was. That's because I was denying the little girl inside of me who felt a ton of pain since she didn't have one. So now I'm going to be able to enjoy daddy-daughter relationships, and maybe that's where I'll heal. Instead of all this bullshit I've been doing my whole life, making all these decisions about how to get love and feel healed about my daddy. I got daddy issues. And life's going to be completely different now that I'm aware of that. Completely different. I'm not looking for a daddy anymore. I'm looking for somebody to fix all the shit he did to me. Be right to me so it can be healed. He's done destroying me. Anyway. Did that sound a little violent? Do you guys want to see the lion again? Well, I love all of you guys' support. And I don't know if this video helped anybody else, but it definitely helped me. So, I appreciate you guys supporting me on this journey. It really means the world to me. And thank you for making me feel comfortable enough to be able to come in here and share something like this. Because when I was thinking about it all day, and I was like, I don't know how vulnerable I'll be. I just kept thinking about all the wonderful things you guys say to me and the ways you lift me up and the ways you guys support me. And I was like, you got to tell them. You got to tell them. One, they're going to support you. And two, they're going to see that if they sit in the for a minute, something beautiful can come out the other side. Something can be released. Something can be seen. Something can be made aware of. And now I'm aware. That I did love my daddy. And I just wanted him to love me back. So, I didn't want the fish love he gave me. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a great Friday night. And I didn't drink yesterday to hide my pain, so I might have me a toddy tonight. My grandpa always said, drink to, actually said drink or do drugs. Yeah, to enhance your mood. And don't use it to hide from your problems. And I kind of followed that rule for a lot of my life. And there are times when I'm like in a really bad space and I want to like do something to get out of it. And if I drink or do anything else, I actually feel worse. And then who do I hear? My grandpa. Yeah, well, you just enhanced that mood, didn't you? Did you really want to enhance that mood early? So, anyway, I hope you guys have a great Friday night. Thanks again, and I'll see you real soon.